Dude,
Hello.
I can't hear shit. Does the music sound okay to you?
Yeah, I heard it the whole
Oh
time.
no, I
All
can't
three
hear
minutes.
anything that you're saying right now. What the
What?
fuck just
Why?
happened? Everything just broke on me.
Oh my god, boomer
Oh
moment.
no. I've never had this happen before. I can't hear
Can chats hear
anything that
me?
you're saying. The computer's
Oh my
huh.
god, so
I'm
embarrassing.
going to leave and come
Cringe.
back. Hang out for a minute, please.
Okay. All right, hello chat. I'll just hang out with you guys. Where's producer Chris? Good question. This is why he earns the money he does. Carl needs Chris more than Chris needs Carl, clearly. We can hear both of you. Okay. To both. LMAO, we can hear. All right, alrighty. We'll let Boomer Carl, I guess that's his new nickname for me. Fat Doug and Boomer Carl.
I suck, man. That was so
Hello?
weird. We were talking before the show and
Yeah.
everything was fine. And then as soon as I played the music, it was just like distorted nonsense. I was like, oh, well, no one's bitching in the comments, so maybe it sounds okay to them. And
Yeah.
then you were
Can you hear me
distorted
out?
nonsense.
Is
I can
everything
hear you
good?
now, buddy.
All right. Nice.
Yay.
Okay. That wasn't so bad. Slight interruption.
Turn it off and then turn it back on. What's going on, Kaya? Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Hi.
Thanks for reaching out. Kaya's been following this Lindsay Clancy story. This is a woman who, for some reason, has like supporters and defenders. Like she murders her baby, and people are like, "I'm on her side." What?
It's been radicalizing me genuinely. So for those who are who've been living under a rock, this is apparently the biggest news in America right now. All of the normies are tuned into this. I realized this when my wife came up to me and said, "Kaya, my coworker just started talking about that case you were yapping about." And I said, "Is she fat and frumpy?" "Yes, she is." "Of course she is." "What did she say?" "Well, she said the husband probably did it." So, in case you're not aware, for our listeners, Lindsay Clancy is a lady, an upper class white lady who strangled 3 of her children to death. And all of TikTok, this is the top news on TikTok right now, all of the women on TikTok are supporting her, saying, "I can relate. I sometimes fantasize about strangling my baby too." And it has been so soul crushing and blackpilling to watch. Before we started, you mentioned that you watched one of my streams.
Yes,
Where
you're
I
on
played-
Wednesday night playing a lot of these TikTok videos. These women, like, they're reading this woman's diary in court, and these women are crying their eyes out. Oh, this poor woman.
Holding their babies, going,
Yeah.
"Same, Lindsay, yes." And apparently now they're holding rallies. They're holding literal fucking protests outside the courthouse.
Yeah,
Did you see those videos?
I have seen those. Yeah, I've seen those
All
videos.
wearing pink, cheering for her like she's Justin Bieber. And I just checked right now. She has a GoFundMe, everybody.
Oh,
She has a
fuck.
GoFundMe. The women of TikTok made Lindsay Clancy, the child strangler, the child serial murderer, a GoFundMe. She is officially a millionaire. $1 million, $29,888 raised so far
What?
for a child strangler.
That's insane.
Yes.
I don't have any kids, but if I could just like have some and then murder them for money, I would do that. Is that a business plan?
I wish I didn't have a soul. It is so tempting to just like millions of dollars, just like shaking it out of the baby like Bart Simpson.
Yeah, I don't think it would work for you. I don't think you'd be
Yeah.
a sympathetic character.
No, I'm too male and
Yeah.
Turkish.
Yeah, I don't think people would be on your side. I noticed
I'll
you
put it
had
up
you have something in the you're sharing something here.
Yeah, just my screen. I was just putting up the family
Holy
funds here.
shit! Look at this.
Yep.
Of 2 million, she wants 2
Yes.
mil.
Well,
Come on.
a lady set this up for her parents, quote unquote, but I mean, it's just going to go to her once she walks free out of court. The Musgrove Family Fund. In January 2023, Lindsay Clancy was accused of killing her 3 young children. By the way, she admits it. She said,
Yeah.
"I did it."
Mhm.
Her attorneys say she did it. Her husband says she did it. Everybody agrees she did it. The only contention here is that she was hopped up on a bunch of benzos, and she claims that it was postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis.
Right. So not her fault.
She heard voices, you see. Yes. So
My
she wants to
diagnosis.
waddle out of there.
Bad babysitting.
Anyway, so the women of TikTok have been radicalizing themselves on the story, basically claiming, well, she's innocent, the husband did it. I watch a lot of true crime, okay? And from the cases that I have analyzed, she is innocent. If you would like to play, or do you want me to play my Repeal the 19th?
Oh, I have that right here, actually. Let Let me pull that up. So here's what we're talking about.
In her noble return right now.
It's been a while, but I have to pop on here just to say that I've been following this Lindsay Clancy trial, especially as a mother of two who dealt with a lot of postpartum mental illness. And, just following
She didn't have to tell me she was mentally ill. I could just tell.
all their birth charts and birthdays and zodiac signs. He did it. He did it. He did it. He's a Gemini man. His birthday is June 15th. I'm a Gemini woman. My birthday is June 14th.
Neither here nor there. What the fuck is she talking about? What are these mental gymnastics she's jumping through?
They believe this is not a straw man.
sense.
I'm not making shit up. I'm not just being a misogynist for the sake of it as a Middle Easterner. I swear to you, this is not a straw man. They believe that he's guilty because he's a Gemini. They call this forensic astrology. They've been looking at the birth dates, forensic astrology, okay? Not a pseudoscience to these gals. This is genuine science that they're doing in their heads because he's born in whatever the fuck. I don't know what month Geminis are. She's a Leo. Lindsay Clancy is. Leos don't kill their cubs, Carl. Leos protect their cubs. Geminis, on the other hand, are filthy liars. Yes. That's
is Mercury in retrograde or not? Because that's going to be a big factor as well.
I don't know. I don't have a degree in astrology. Unfortunately, I'm not a scientist, you see. I'm just a lowly podcaster along with you. So we're going to have to just sit on our peasant asses and listen to the ladies. So
Let me give you another example of who a Gemini man is. Also birthday June 14th. Men and women are different. Keep that in mind. Please don't judge me. Donald Trump.
Also Gemini.
I mean, it does kind of taint it a little bit, doesn't it? Kind of shits in the pool.
Patrick did it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So if you're watching the Lindsay Clancy case, I've already gone over the forensic astrology charts that show that the perpetrator is a male, the perpetrator is having an affair, and that the victims, specifically Lindsay, was drugged during this.
Yes.
And I've also gone over with the theory and the lie detection.
I'm telling you all right now, when the South Node goes into Cancer in March of 2028, the South Node is going to transit over Patrick Clancy's moon in Cancer. He's going to be having eclipses over his natal moon, which is home, family, emotions, his emotional life. And then it gets better. 2029, all the way into 2030, he is going to have eclipses over his Gemini placements. The South Node is going to move over his Sun, his Mercury retrograde, his Venus retrograde. It's about to get real interesting in the next, 3 to 4 years for him. I'm getting my popcorn. I can't wait for this man to be humbled and for karma to do its thing.
God damn. No one ever says to these women, you're wrong, shut up. No one's ever said that to these women.
No one. And that is just again, genuinely. I'm like look, I love women. Mm-hmm. That's why I am a sexist, right? We know women. I'm sure you know women. Okay. Some women are evil. Some women, turns out, deserve the back of the hand. Some women deserve to have their natal moons punched right into their fucking South Node.
Sure.
Whatever the hell that means. So that is forensic astrology, yes. Again, not straw manning. Go on TikTok yourself. It is full of these videos, thousands of them. And I'm not just doing what they call nuts picking, where I pick one little person to make fun of, to paint the entire other side as insane. These ladies get tens of thousands of likes. Mm-hmm. So I decided, okay, I'm going to look into this, true crime. I fucking hate true crime now. It is one of the biggest categories on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and whatever the Google one is called. So I looked into it. And turns out, I messaged you when I found out about this. They listen to true crime to fall asleep. There are true crime sleep podcasts.
This is crazy. There was a show that we reviewed early on in WATP, Sleep With Me, I think it was called. And it's literally a show to fall asleep to. The guy's just kind of mumbling nonsense and you just kind of zone out and then fall asleep. But I actually listened to that for some time to fall asleep to because it was just silly nonsense. The fact that they're telling you stories about rape and murder and serial killers and shit, and that's what they're dozing off to, this doesn't cause some psychosis, I would imagine.
They listen. Okay. A lot of talk has been had about the radicalization of man and porn addiction. I don't know if you're tuned into that discussion with young men, because I have some younger guys in my audience as well. And porn addiction is a big topic nowadays in this year because of, Pornhub addiction and ID verification and this and that. Nobody talks about true crime enough, where all of these women are apparently schlicking themselves silly. The highest selling book in history is 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
surpassing the Bible and like
Is that
Harry
true?
Potter and shit.
That's the highest selling book in history.
I'm pretty sure it's close.
Okay, I
It's
mean, that
definitely
sounds
in the top
wild.
3. It is. It does sound wild. The biggest category of like women reading books is just true crime romance novels, the type of, billionaire werewolf kidnaps me and has sex with me. That's a sort of slop. And they
hot.
listen to true crime stories, true crime podcasts of, and then like Jeffrey Dahmer just has like a bunch of like gay sex with big black men, like super drunk gay sex, and like he was so twinky and then he licked their blood off their skulls. It's like, you listen to this and fall asleep to it? What the fuck?
Is this a generational thing? So I see a toe gutter here says same shit with these women in Luigi Mangione, and I've seen it broken down where there's polls, and it seems like the younger generation think that Luigi's a hero, a guy who went and murdered someone in the middle of the street.
Because Luigi's low-key cute, because he has that kind of like handsomeness to him. They also, as you might recall, the Boston Marathon bomber.
Yes, I was just going to say
like
that. Yeah, that guy was like on the cover of Rolling Stone or People magazine or something. Just like, yeah, look at this hot guy.
He's so dreamy. Unfortunately, it is not an age thing. That's what I had to. I had to fucking cope too. I had to tell myself it has to be. It has to be frumpy middle-aged like soccer moms who are just unfucked and unloved by their husbands, right? And it is definitely that demographic, but it is also. They are underfucked. Okay,
Unfucked.
let's just
I
be
like
honest
that.
about
That's
this.
good. I like
Unfucked. But it is also younger girls. Young girls, 20-year-olds on TikTok radicalizing themselves like, he's a Gemini. The Boston Marathon bomber, he's like a Virgo. He didn't do it.
So
he was framed.
misunderstood. He might have been framed, but that's not the point. It is wild that like these women get behind these stories, and regardless of the evidence that's out there, they've made up their mind. And not only that, they're passionate about it. The amount of emotion that the clips that you were playing and even this clip that we just played, like these women get so passionate about it. It's like, I'm not that passionate about anything in my life, let alone if it doesn't affect me in any way.
So smarmy and smug about it too. You're defending a serial killer, by the way. Again, reminder, this is about Lindsay Clancy this past like 2 or 3 weeks, whatever it has been now since the trial started, her very public trial. They're so aggressively like, and if you think that Lindsay Clancy, what she did is wrong, don't comment.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck?
Can't even deal with a second opinion on that.
Imagine if men rallied around like fucking the BTK, like Dennis Rader, the guy who was like strangling and jerking off onto children.
Or Danny Masterson. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. You know, who knows who men would rally behind. So you called that clip, repeal the 19th Amendment. And I've been saying this for a while. You're Turkish originally. I believe you live in the States now.
Yes.
The United States, when we first started this democracy, this republic thing that we were doing, it was land-owning males were the ones who voted in the elections. I want to bring that back. Land-owning male. If you rent an apartment, you don't get a say, all right? When you actually own a piece of this country, that's when you get to make a decision as to who governs us.
Pay taxes, never have broken a rule, pass like a basic civics exam. I don't fucking know, like anything.
Oh,
right?
I can't vote.
Bare bones.
Never broken a rule. Fuck, I'm out.
Like no murders, just
Okay,
small stuff like that. No
right.
child strangling. No
I
child
haven't
strangling.
been
Even
caught.
if you were in psychosis.
Right.
Enjoy your chud meeting. I know we're just venting about women now. All right, fine. Let's get to the podcast. So
Let's get
I
to
listened
the
to
podcast.
Dead Sleep. Which one did you pick?
So I listened to True Crime Sleep Stories with Kelly Brink.
Okay. Do you want to start or should I?
Let me start off.
Okay.
Let me start off because this is what these women are going to bed listening to. And this is why they're broken. Their brains are broken. This is literally a podcast, True Crime Sleep Stories, that is meant to be falling asleep to. You pop this on your earbuds next to your husband who wants nothing to do with you. This episode is called Shadows of the Shoemaker, The Crimes of Joseph Kellinger. And it starts like this.
Welcome to True Crime Sleep Stories. Tonight we step into one of the most unsettling chapters in American criminal history. A story of generational pain, fractured minds, and the tragic consequences when darkness takes hold of a family.
Great. Can't wait to fall asleep to this.
Fun. Yeah,
This is going to be fun. Oh, and then the next thing I'll know is my alarm clock going off and I have to go to work. Wow. What a great existence this is.
You know the old like the 90s meme of putting on Spanish lessons while you sleep to learn Spanish in your sleep? Okay, what are these women learning exactly?
Right, what are their dreams? What the fuck are they dreaming about once they... Because, listen, I do sleep listening to podcasts often, or I'll pop on YouTube or something.
Me too.
And I'll listen to that. And there are times when I have dreams and I'm like on the show with these people. I can only imagine when you're hearing about this horrific serial killer, what's going on in your dreams.
I was literally dreaming about somebody talking about like sucking dick at glory holes and laughing in my dream. And then I woke up, I was in and out, and I woke up and I realized, oh, I had Doug's podcast still playing. That's why.
Right.
It was literally coming into my dream. These women, what the fuck do your dreams look like? So, some Freddy Krueger fucked up nonsense.
You should not sleep to Who's Right, by the way. I do not endorse that. It's a very bad idea.
It's the only thing that works.
No, Kaya, every time I hear scripts like this woman just reads a script, I always think, is AI writing this? Listen to this.
Imagine a quiet Philadelphia neighborhood in the 1970s. A local cobbler, a man who mends shoes for a living, harbors secrets so profound they unravel into violence that spans 3 states. What began as a life marked by unimaginable childhood suffering spiraled into a series of home invasions, robberies, assaults, and 3 heartbreaking losses of life.
Yay.
That's not how people talk.
So cozy, by the way.
I know. The stupid fucking ominous music that's playing too, just to make it extra creepy.
Mm-hmm.
She sounds like a robot.
It does.
By
the way, they also...
the words she's reading.
I don't know if this podcast does it, but the one I reviewed, they release episodes without the sound effects and without the music as well. They call it naked episodes that you can purchase on Patreon.
I was going to say, Patreon only, right?
Yeah, just the voice. Her creepily talking to you about the murders that unfolded.
All right, so this show has a Patreon, and they do promote it. Sleepy Time, Creepy Time. There's Kelly Brink right there. Totally a real person. 52 posts. I couldn't find any evidence that there's a single person supporting this show. I don't see anything out here that tells me anyone is interested. I don't know, like if you're not a member, you still see like chats and likes and stuff, right?
I think so. Patreon, they changed their UI lately, so I don't know if it's
true.
It doesn't show you how many members anybody has anymore and how much money they make, but it should show comments. Yeah,
I don't think anyone's supporting this. Thank fucking God. This is ill-conceived.
What makes this case particularly haunting is the involvement of the perpetrator's own young son, drawn into the chaos under the weight of a father's influence.
If only the mother had murdered that son when he was a toddler, this all could have been avoided.
A little bit of psychosis would have helped.
Yep.
Some benzos.
All right. Let's hear about some horrific things, and then it goes right into ad copy.
We'll explore how trauma echoed through generations, leading to crimes that left families forever changed and communities on edge. But before we immerse ourselves in your full story, let's take a quick moment to hear from our sponsors.
That's wild.
Oh my fucking God. They are so shameless.
Yeah.
They're so fucking shameless. I've had to deal the last 10 years being called an edgelord, racist, this phobe, that phobe. There's Kaya just says outrageous things because he just wants to be edgy. Meanwhile, the women folk, half the population, they're like, yeah, this girl got raped, but before we talk about how he skinned her, expressvpn.com.
Yeah, BetterHelp.
Do you need a
VPN? Do you need to talk to someone? Yes. Everyone in your audience needs to talk to someone, for sure. No, Kaya, it's funny you say that. This advertisement is well targeted, and it's worse than you'd think.
In today's world, planning ahead isn't always top of mind, but not having life insurance can leave families facing difficult financial uncertainty during already emotional times.
Yeah, is that wild? There's a life insurance commercial twice on this podcast, and it was only 20 minutes long, and there's 2 life insurance commercials during it.
There should be like divorce attorneys advertising, like inserting themselves, picking these podcasts.
All right, so what I hate about these true crime shows, because I do a true crime show, The Creep Off, obviously my buddy Vinny Paulino, And we don't treat this stuff seriously. It's horrific. It's awful. But, you got to laugh or else you're going to cry. I hate when they do this shit where they try to act like they're not exploiting this stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome back to True Crime Sleep Stories. Settle in, dim the lights if you haven't already, and let's continue. Tonight's story is told with respect for those whose lives were touched by these events.
Is it?
I feel my chest tighten. I feel my left arm tingling when I hear this shit. Exactly like you said. You do the creep off. I've been on there. It's fun. It's a comedy show.
Yep.
And you know why it's fun? Because you guys don't lie. You take a horrific story and the whole point is, okay, we're going to just make lighthearted jokes at this shit, okay? If I don't laugh, I'll cry.
Yeah.
Type of humor. These women, they take... Our hearts go out to the horrific victims of this crime that I'm going to describe in lurid sexual detail to all of you as you're in bed, using your vibrator while your husband is snoring. Please, our hearts go out to the victims of 5-year-old Bobby who was strangled so hard.
Right.
Fuck you.
It's all to be titillating. You're exploiting these people. Don't act like you're not. And this happens again at the end of the podcast.
Victims like young Jose Colazo, Joseph Jr., and Maria Fasching, along with the many survivors of those terrifying home invasions, deserve to be remembered for their innocence, bravery, and the lives cut short or forever altered.
I'm sorry. What are you doing for these people? I like this. They deserve to be remembered for their innocence and bravery. Did she research these people? Were they innocent or brave? If there was a home invasion later today and I was murdered, I would hope no one would celebrate my bravery. Why do you think he was brave? He cowered like a bitch.
Jumping in front of the knife and stuff.
Right, yeah. I'm just like pushing my wife at the guy. Take her. I gotta go. All right, so let's figure out what's the purpose of listening to this podcast.
We focus on the facts, the human elements, and the broader lessons.
She's focusing on the lessons. Now, Kaya, spoiler, don't murder people.
Yeah.
Is the lesson.
I mean, okay, typical Gemini.
Obviously a Gemini. All right, so now we got to get into the horrific shit to get the women who are dozing off extra excited.
The abuse was so severe that at just 6 years old, Joseph suffered a painful hernia directly caused by one of his adoptive father's beatings.
Ooh, tell me more about these beatings.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is awesome. This is what I want my middle school teacher lady to be listening and falling asleep to as she's next day she's going to be teaching a bunch of 6-year-olds and she's just like imagining, daydreaming about them getting hernias from beatings.
Awesome. What's wrong, Billy? Did your dad beat you? Tell me more.
No, never mind the microphone. Just go on.
Yeah, please get in front of the class.
Then what did he do?
Tell us about the belt.
Yeah, did he take his pants down? Oh.
It wouldn't be a show for women if they didn't talk about guys with small dicks.
In their household, they used childish terms like bird to refer to his genitals, framing the surgery as a way to make him a good boy forever by limiting his natural development.
The surgery? What is going on here? Is he performing surgeries at home?
Yeah, so he got his dick ripped off, which I guess is not good for children.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Even in the 70s, they were doing this shit. I thought
is
it was
that like a botched circumcision?
Yeah, like a botched circumcision. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if she's a psychologist, but it sounds like maybe she is.
These early experiences of betrayal, pain, and misinformation became the seeds of profound psychological distortion that would echo painfully through the rest of his life and tragically into the lives of others.
I'm going to need to see your degree before you explain that this is what caused that.
She is a licensed astrologer, okay?
Yep, that's true.
From the University of TikTok, China, Shanzhuang, China. By the way, Chad is asking, is it all women or do any dudes do these podcasts? It is exclusively women. I must have I churned through 12 true crime podcasts trying to find something funny. All women.
All right.
Not a single guy.
There's one example, and that's my buddy Mike Boudet, Sword and Scale, a very big true crime show. Mike's been doing it for a long time, and his audience is all women. He laments about it. I've talked to him a few times. He's like, yeah, guys aren't really into this shit. It's just women who listen to it. It's a great show, though. He does a really good job. Here's some evidence that this person is evil and grew up evil.
He even performed as Ebenezer Scrooge in a local production.
Well, that's a bad guy. That would be a bad guy right there. Is Ebenezer Scrooge? Well, it's not going to go well for him.
It's a really important detail also.
I know. By the way, I am convinced that someone grabs the wiki page and pops into ChatGPT and says, write a script. And that's what this is. Because there's like weird details that are neither here nor there. And then there's things that are like interesting that they just gloss over. This is one thing that's not interesting.
He took over the family shoe repair shop, earning the nickname the Shoemaker.
Kaya, I play guitar in a band, earning the nickname guitarist. Whatever, he's a shoemaker. Fuck, who cares? The fuck's the difference? Earning the nickname the Shoemaker.
That's the lamest nickname. You have to be like Dennis Rader and pick your own nickname, like Bind, Torture, Kill, BTK. Okay, that's right. I'm actually scared. That's that's like, okay, imposing. The Shoemaker?
It's not very creative, you know?
Unless he was turning the children into shoes.
Right.
I'm not impressed.
All right, so 3 wildly different things are used to explain the mental illness here.
Over the years, he faced mental health struggles, including periods of amnesia, suicide attempts, and incidents of arson that damaged properties he owned.
Hold on a second. So the mental illness spans from amnesia, suicide, and arson. These are totally different things, right? None of these have anything to do with anything.
Amnesia and arson, especially.
Yeah.
Did I burn something? Whoops. I don't remember.
All right. Well, he did pursue treatment.
And Joseph received probation with mandated treatment that he did not fully pursue.
She over-enunciates everything. I don't like the way that she reads this stuff. It's a little too robotic, I guess. I think I used that term earlier.
Also the probation stuff immediately. Again, I can feel my heartbeat just increasing as kill these people. What do you mean mandated therapy that he did not attend? No shit.
Yeah, right. If only he had gone to that therapy, it would have been fine. Never would have murdered anyone.
Hey, seek treatment. I'm not gonna. Okay.
All right.
Free to go, I guess.
All right, this does not sound like something a human would say. This sounds like AI.
A heartbreaking entanglement of coercion, delusion, and a child's loyalty.
I think it's incorrect. I think I'd have to mark that sentence up. Like, that's not a correct sentence, the way that's structured.
You're right. My bad. Let me rephrase that for you.
Right, exactly. All right, let's move on. This is a great bedtime story.
A young Puerto Rican boy from the neighborhood who was playing outside became the first victim. Joseph and Michael approached him, lured him to an abandoned factory in Philadelphia's Kensington area, and there he was killed.
Hey, how'd you sleep, honey? You look like you got up on the wrong side of the bed. Everything all right? Why are you ornery today? Why are you in a bad mood?
No,
hearing about children getting murdered while you were sleeping?
I bet they wake up rested like, dead children.
Dead children. What a day. All right. So yeah, here's an example of something where it just kind of glosses over stuff.
Jose's body, found the next day, nude and abused, was discovered in the ruins of the old art loom rug factory.
Where it was discovered doesn't matter. I don't know what that place is. I've never heard of it. I'll never be there. I don't care. What happened to the body? Like, wouldn't there be some details? Like, if you're going to get into true crime shit, that's the interesting part of it, right?
Nude and abused is the last thing I want to hear about children when I'm like laying my head down. That's okay. Can I not imagine this right now? Can we talk about something else?
It does paint a grim picture for sure. Here's another thing. This sounds like, and no offense to you, Kaya, this sounds like English as a second language. Like, this is the way someone would talk if they were a foreigner.
Just weeks later, on or around July 28, 1974, came the loss of Joseph's own son, Joseph Jr., often called Joey.
Often called
music.
Joey. It's like
The music too, as like the stinger.
so dumb. The death of his son, Joseph Jr., often called Joey. Just say his son Joey died. Like,
Yeah.
can we just be people? Can we just talk normally? Or, all right, this gets hot. Get ready, Kaya. I don't know if you have some Kleenex around in order to clean up yourself after you hear this.
The initial cause of death could not be definitively determined due to the condition of the remains.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yes, nice.
I'm rock hard.
I love mangled baby corpses, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Fuck.
Oh, right. All right, just a few more clips here.
They bound residents with electrical cords cut from lamps and appliances, robbed them of jewelry and cash, and subjected them to threats, humiliation, and assaults.
Hold on a second. They would tie them up and then make threats? They subjected them to threats? Is that the worst of their problems? They were threatened? Oh, you're not going to like the things I'm going to do. You, watch out, you. I'm going to do some things. You're not going to like it.
It is
Did
so
she read
weird
this
to,
shit before she, records it? Is it, I don't know, proofread it a little bit.
This turns them on, is the
Yeah.
thing. They're like, subjected them to threats and bound them up with, electrical wires and... Well, the toaster cable? What does that even mean?
Right. None of it makes any sense. I don't think that she even is comprehending what she's reading. I think she's so busy trying to enunciate everything and read it in this fashion that sounds spooky or titillating or something.
Mm-hmm.
These break-ins occurred in places.
Oh, I should mention. So she mentions that these guy and his son are robbing all these houses, and it's happening across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Maryland. She already said that. But then she has to give you these details.
These break-ins occurred in places like Lindenwold, New Jersey, Susquehanna Township, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, and Dumont, New Jersey.
All right, Wikipedia, great. Give me more examples of fucking places in New Jersey.
That's like a shout out.
Right,
There's women in oh, that's where I live. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What up, Baltimore? So dumb. All right, let's get to the exciting part of the conclusion of the story.
As family members and friends arrived throughout the afternoon, each was restrained. 8 people in total became hostages in what turned into hours of ordeal.
Hours of ordeal? I don't think that's proper English. What resulted in
right.
hours of ordeal? Okay.
Well, that proves it's not English. Sorry, it's not AI, because AI would nail the English at least.
Right. You're right. Maybe
unless she's fucking up reading the script.
Yeah, it's possible. All right, so let's find out what happened to this murderer.
Joseph Kallinger passed away on March 26, 1996, at age 60 from heart failure while in custody at SCI Crescent, Pennsylvania. He spent his final years under close watch.
Yeah, he was in prison. Spent his final years under close watch. Well, yeah, they're watching all these guys. I want to leave.
Right.
Neither
Also,
here nor there.
He just died a peaceful death, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Just whatever. Okay, just 2 more clips here because, of course, you have to thank everyone for listening to the show, even though you should be asleep by now, I would imagine, at the end.
That brings us to the end of tonight's episode. Thank you for joining me in the quiet shadows where these stories live. Until next time, stay safe out there and lock your doors.
And buy life insurance.
Yeah.
Did she just say, thank you for joining me in the quiet shadows where these stories live?
Yep.
That means nothing. Those are nonsense words.
No. And
Quiet
here I am, a
shadows where
dummy,
these stories
listening to comedy shows to fall asleep.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Jokes. What an idiot I am. I should be joining them in the quiet shadows.
The quiet shadows where the stories live, over there.
Where the naked and abused children live. Yay.
All right. Last clip. It couldn't be a self-important asshole without giving credits at the end.
True Crime Sleep Stories is hosted and created by Kelly Brink, produced with the support of our dedicated team. Subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast platform to help us keep telling these haunting tales. Visit patreon.com/kellybrink for exclusive content and to join our community. We'll meet you in the shadows next time. Good night.
Just the exploitation. Go to my Patreon so I can tell you more about children who were murdered.
Also,
thank you.
I love the thing where like she speaks in the third person. This show was produced and recorded by Kelly Brink.
Yeah.
You mean you? And then she goes, and thanks to my dedicated team. What team? There's no team. Shut up. I'm not buying it. And then she's like, we appreciate your support. We would love for you to go to Patreon. It's just you, Kelly.
Our researchers, Claude and Claude,
Yeah, right.
they appreciate your support. $20 a month it costs.
Oh, fuck. All right, so that's True Crime Sleep Stories with Kelly Brink, and you checked out Dead Sleep, True Crime for Bedtime.
Dead Sleep, True Crime for Bedtime. Same exact deal. In fact, I don't know what it is about Hispanics. Mine is also about a Hispanic person killing her babies.
Nice.
So my clip number one.
Let me just grab my lotion. Hold on a second. All right. Yep,
Okay.
now I'm ready.
Yep.
Okay.
I got my...
Yeah, all right, good. You ready to get your baby oil?
Mm-hmm. So clip number one, it starts just the introduction, same deal as your podcast, just like already kind of low-key sounding like a romance novel, though.
Okay.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. And usually, if I can't stop thinking about a story, then that's typically a strong sign it's worthy of your time. It's a story about a young mother who was accused of a heinous crime, the worst you can imagine. She swore she was innocent, but just about everyone else believed she was guilty. That is, except for one man, a perfect stranger, the unlikeliest of crusaders, who would make it his mission to find out the truth of what really happened before it was too late.
Kai, you didn't get the assignment right. We're doing true crime shows.
I know. Doesn't it sound like the like synopsis of a novel, like a romance novel? Her one dreamy hero came in to save the damsel in distress.
What are they gonna fuck? Let's get to it.
They never fuck. Spoiler alert.
Okay, good. You know what? I'm sorry. I should break up the monotony because real quick, I forgot to do this before. Not only do these people exploit these true crime stories for profit, we do that as well over here at supertip.gg/WATP. Whatnot Chaser coming in with a Jerry Banfield.
I would like to remind everyone at one time I had a badge and a gun.
Oh, Jerry Banfield is the gift that keeps on giving.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. Jokey the Jackman.
Those women supporting that horrible woman are so hackers. Louis C.K. was doing smash. My kids with a cinderblock humor 20 years ago. My wife at the time made me turn off his interview with Terry Gross.
My wife at the time.
My wife at the time. Leo coming in.
Okay, yeah, great to have you back. Carl, quit this little hunchback and become Vito's permanent co-host. Women should be gatekept from life.
Yeah, I did. He has a point. I did Biggest Problem with Vito Giswaldi on Friday night. I think it went well. I think people enjoyed it. Diana Sclance, this woman does not like me. Carl is a misogynist, devoid of emotional intelligence. Most would try to hide their toxic, disordered personality. Carl is compelled to display it. Diana, I think she used to like me, but I think I've turned her off recently. Remember for 11 months, though. Thank you, Diana. Good to see you. Joshua says, finally, donos are back. Donos are back, baby. Daniel Adams, this man is a perfect creep-off guest. Talking about Kaya?
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah, that'd be great.
I've been on there before.
Yeah.
You can check me out.
Cowboy Joshua, can't stay right now, but I'll watch the vid, have fun ranting, say hi to Carl. If y'all feel so inclined, let's stream together and talk cowboy shit. Heart.
Joshua owns a farm and a bunch of horses. He's been inviting me to come ride ponies.
Oh, that's
which is very wholesome.
And Dave DeDoors, Tell me what happened in detail, Billy. Slow down. Yes, it's very titillating stuff that we have today. All right, where are we going next? This romance novel you pulled.
Same deal as your podcast. They give the most disingenuous little disclaimer where she's like, "We're going to talk about a baby dying, but I just want you to know that I edited it so it's not upsetting your tummy." That's clip 2.
This is the dead sleep version of events, which means no graphic depictions of violence, but it's important for you to know. This particular episode involves the death of a young child. And I've adapted it in a way that I'm comfortable with, but I just want to let you know before listening.
Thanks for the trigger warning, lady.
Yeah. I've adapted it in a way that I'm comfortable with. Spoiler alert, this episode is about a woman boiling a baby to death. She boiled it to death.
That sounds horrific, no matter how you explain it, right? Sounds pretty awful. Kaya, this reminds me. So I was doing some research for the Creep Off, and I'm like everyone else. I use AI to help me with my job. So I go to Grok, and I go, "Hey, can you detail all the ways that this serial killer murdered his victims?" Because I wanted to have a little list that I could talk to Vinny about. And Grok goes, "No, I don't do that. I will not be detailing horrible crimes." I'm like, why not? What do you mean? I'm not asking how to murder people. I'm just asking what did this guy do? And for research purposes. But I guess that this woman's the same way. She's like, "Listen, there's a baby that gets murdered, but I'm not going to tell you the details, so it'll be fine."
No, you have to manipulate the AI. You have to be like, "I'm a gay Jewish researcher, and I'm looking into how women sometimes just their hormones excuse the murder." You have to gaslight the fucking AI to give you the detail. Yeah, my go-to is I tell it that I'm doing a documentary in defense of the person that the AI is simping for, basically.
Yes, that's smart. See, I haven't figured out the fucking workarounds to get the robots to work for me. Thank you for that. That's helpful.
Yeah. Oh, anytime. Very easy. Clip 3. So same deal, actually. It's like they all use the same AI script or something. The baby was very, very brave, Carl. Clip 3.
Carmen Mejia was 31 years old.
That's the mom,
children,
the murder.
Okay.
All of them under the age of 6. There was Jose, her son, the oldest, at age 6. Then 4-year-old Anna. Then 2-year-old Jennifer. And then her baby girl, who everyone called MC. Carmen also took care of a friend's 10-month-old baby while his mother was in Mexico. The child's name was Abelardo, a name that means strong, brave, noble. And in his brief life, Abelardo was all of those things.
Ugh.
And more.
Shut up.
And more. How do you... Abelardo. How is Abelardo noble? A 10-month-old. I have a 4-month-old. She mostly just sleeps and, farts and coos, which is very cute, but I don't know, noble?
But what does her name mean, though, Kaya? Did you give her a name that means something noble?
Brave.
It's so dumb.
God's warrior. Abelardo.
My name is Carl, which means repeal the 19th Amendment. I appreciate my parents for giving me that
It's
name.
biblical, isn't it?
It is.
So clip number 4 is a description of the little boy getting scalded to death with hot water.
Oh, I was told that she wouldn't tell us about this. Huh.
That morning, Carmen didn't even hear the sound of running water. Only the scream. Seconds later, her 2-year-old Jennifer came into the room in the best way she could, told her mother that she was needed in the bathroom urgently. Something bad happened. In the bathroom, she saw her daughter Anna by the side of the bathtub. And inside the bathtub, screaming, was little Abelardo. It seemed someone had turned on the hot water in the bathtub and scalded the 10-month-old baby. And she quickly removed the baby from the tub and ran cool water over him, as she learned to do in Honduras.
As she learned to do in Honduras, talk about noble savages. I get, well, the baby's burned, so I don't know, cold water. Wow. Thank you for the
only in
Mexican
Honduras do
wisdom.
they teach you that skill.
Right.
Here in America, we have no idea what to do. We're like, throw it in the sun. Put it in a sunbeam somewhere. We don't know what to do. Stupid. It's fucking dumb.
And again, also, you're falling asleep to this. A baby screaming, scalded by hot water. Cool.
It cracks me up every time she rolls the R's. She gets that thick accent every time she says this baby's name. It cracks me up.
Because you can tell it's like a white lady just trying to basically flex like, yeah, I know how to talk foreign. Abelardo.
I took Spanish in 10th grade. Like, I know you did, lady. It's good.
I'm not
Good
like Peggy Hill. I know how to say it. Me llama Abelardo. She takes the baby to the neighbors instead of calling 911, which is, very, very smart. And we get some detail about how hot the water was and how quickly a baby can get burnt and die from the hot water. Clip 5.
What was coming out of that bathtub faucet? Well, it was closer to 150 degrees. That's roughly 65 degrees Celsius. And at that temperature, a dangerous, even fatal burn can happen in seconds. When she realized the boy's condition was more serious, she called her husband, who worked with the boy's father. Then she ran to a neighbor's place to get some advice. They told her to go to the hospital. And here is where things get complicated.
Do they? Hospital now. The skin is coming off. It's crispy. Hospital. Why are you knocking on my door? But can you imagine, Carl? Like, I'm sure you're in a nice neighborhood. Can you imagine a girl like knocking on your door with a cooked baby?
Yeah.
Ay, arriba. What do I do?
Well,
what
fuck? I don't know what you guys do in Honduras, but here in the States, we bring the baby to the hospital. Fucking retard.
So she's sitting, basically calling her husband, like, what do I do? And then she goes to her neighbor, what do I do? They decide, well, go to the hospital, except her car's out of gas. So clip 6.
Of course.
The closest clinic was 5 miles away. Carmen thought this clinic would be better and faster than the ER. Carmen borrowed a few bucks from her landlord for gas money. Then she piled all of the kids into the car, along with her friend Juana Lucas, and they made their way to the clinic.
Okay, so you had to stop for gas on the way to this clinic. Then obviously you should go to ER if your baby is not breathing. That's probably where you should go. But she has to get gasoline. She probably grabbed some scratchers while she was there. Give me a win for life and 2 of those crossword.
It is insane to me that she stopped for gas. Like 911, whatever that is in Spanish, like
they'll come to you.
Right.
Yes.
They'll come to you. Anyway,
to
she calls the landlord, I assume in like a conversation, a whole having to explain to them like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't pay rent for 3 months, but can I bum like a couple of bucks for gas? How do you not have gas money also? You don't even have like cash. Aren't Hispanics all paid in cash? Aren't you all illegal? What the fuck?
And where do you go to get the money from your landlord? Is it Venmo to this woman? Does she have to like make another stop on the way?
I assume it's like a neighbor that owns her apartment or whatever. So anyway, they finally get to the clinic, Carl. Clip 7.
And when they got there, they discovered the clinic was closed.
Oh, it was Sunday. Fuck. All right. Well, damn it. I didn't realize it was Sunday.
So they were closed for lunch.
Hilarious.
But she nags them, basically. She pounds on the door, thankfully, and basically forces them to open the door and says, I have a baby that's cooked. She nags them. And clip 8, they tell her the commonsensical thing.
Mm-hmm.
They looked over the boy briefly, then said sorry. They don't treat children under the age of 2. And even if they did, this boy's injuries were too serious. The women would have to take him to a bigger hospital.
Hey, ma'am, that skeleton you're holding on to would make a great Halloween decoration, but we can't do anything for it here.
They basically took her to like I guess like an urgent care or something, and they looked at the baby like, he needs surgery right now. Are you fucking stupid? This is not like, I can't just give him aspirin. Fucking idiot. You need a hospital. What are you doing?
Ointment? Do you have any ointment you can put on this baby? Like, stop breathing 8 hours ago. What are you talking about?
Okay, clip 9. She stops at home.
Shut up. Come on.
Carmen had lived in the States long enough to know that health insurance was a big deal. And so she had to stop home, ensure that she got the baby's health insurance information. And it was there she met up with her husband. And they all went to the next destination, St. David's. By then, the baby had grown quiet, and she'd hoped that meant he was getting better.
Yeah. That's definitely what that means.
Definitely. So she just goes home and, by the way, meets up with her husband, which I take to mean she basically sat on the couch, waited for her husband to come home. Yep. And she's like looking for, she had lived in the States long enough to know that health insurance matters. Not in the emergency room. Like they don't ask you that as you're like with a dead baby in your hands.
Correct.
They're what, like that's an afterthought. That's something that you deal with after you hand the baby to the fucking surgeons. So, clip 10, the podcast lady mentions how much time has passed since she cooked the fucking baby now.
It was 1:30 p.m. when she arrived. Approximately 4 hours since the incident in the bathtub.
Dude, I thought we were exaggerating and like making jokes. This woman's just fucking watching The View. She's just hanging out, making herself a sandwich.
Snack breaks, gas station, getting like a gas station burrito.
Wow. 4 hours.
4 fucking hours. And here's the kicker.
Uh-oh.
They bounce her too. They treat this baby like an actual literal hot potato. Nobody wants to deal with this fucking baby.
Not it.
They tell her to go elsewhere. That's clip 11.
The doctors there told Carmen the boy would need to go to a larger facility, one that had a special burn center.
Okay.
But before they could move the child, they had to stabilize him first. Over the next several hours, they worked to get the boy's temperature down.
As they learned in Honduras, no doubt.
Right. We're going to pour cold water over him. That's what I did. I could have done that at home.
What if we took something cold and put it on his skin? Ay. Sí, Dios mío.
Oh, they don't like ice. Actually,
Eureka.
Kaya, they're not a fan of ice, so don't bring that out.
That's true, yeah. Clip 12, rest in peace.
He was deemed stable enough to be moved to the next hospital, a pediatric center in downtown Austin. Over the next 4 hours, the boy was treated by the pediatric critical care unit. The surgeons there did their best, but they couldn't save the boy. Young Abelardo Cassiano suffered fatal organ failure, and he passed away.
Okay. First off, Jameson, very funny. Man, you need to take this baby to a morgue. I like that comment. Kaya, I'm missing something here. This is supposed to be a true crime podcast. It just sounds like a horrible mom who fucked up and let her kid die. Right?
She fucked up. Yes. So here's this is just a setup. So she is basically a neglectful. This wasn't her own baby, by the way. She was just babysitting for a neighbor, I guess.
Oh,
she kills the baby.
It's even worse.
Yes. So she's neglectful. She just walks away from a 10-month-old in a bathtub to do something else, I guess, which you're not supposed to do, even if the water wasn't hot, because it's a fucking baby. It can drown.
Right.
You don't leave the fucking room. Are you stupid? The baby gets cooked, and then she spends 4 fucking hours taking her sweet leisurely time, getting, gas breaks, snack breaks. I have to wait for my husband. Aye. And then she decides, when she's being investigated by CPS for this, and the detectives are questioning her, to lie. So clip 13.
Fearful, panicked, innocent people will spontaneously come up with what they think is a simpler, more believable story, then reveal the imperfect, complicated truth. And so that's what she did. Carmen lied, distancing herself and her children as far away from the incident as she could. It was a shameful lie, but it was plausible.
I'm sorry, who's the hero in this? Sounds like she likes this Honduran woman who murdered this baby.
I know. And that is the thing. Throughout this entire, I had to actually, my wife and I were in the kitchen listening to this as she was like making cookies, and she literally had to tell me, turn it off right now. I'm actually getting angry.
Yeah, right. You're like,
these fucking
why are you siding with
psychopaths.
this woman? Listen, you're gonna lie in this kind of situation. It's what happens.
Fearful and innocent. It is so understandable that she lied. So anyway, she blames the baby, number one. So clip 14.
She said that it was the little boy who had done it to himself, that he'd accidentally knocked a pot of hot water off of the stove. But Carmen was not a sophisticated liar.
No.
And
No,
it
she was
seemed pretty obvious to the social worker that she was hiding something.
Follow it up immediately with clip 15 where they debunk
It wasn't
her.
possible.
Could a 10-month-old jump up to the stove and knock something off of it?
It wasn't possible.
Okay.
The little boy wasn't even close to being tall enough
to
reach that pot on the stove. So Carmen tried a different story, claiming the baby must have gotten in the bathtub by himself and done it. They told her they spoke with the boy's father, and he said there was no way his son could have gotten in the tub by himself.
Either way, you're watching it. Who cares?
Right.
That's
still not an excuse. Okay, I had boiling water within reach of a toddler. Are you fucking retarded? Lie number 2. So actually, number 3. First, she says, it was a boiling pot of water that fell on him. Then she says, he must have climbed into the bathtub himself. Lie number 3.
So they asked
husband.
her
Clip
again
16.
what happened. And she told another story. And for the police, this one was the most desperate, pathetic one yet. In this version of events, now the father had something to do with it. An altercation that resulted with the baby ending up in the water. They checked the father's alibi, and he was at work at the time.
Yeah, but he probably is to blame, though. He's a guy, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. I say guilty.
How dare he? Well, the investigators, the filthy Gemini men they are, didn't believe her. So lie number 4, she blames the other children.
Come on.
That she wasn't even in the room. But it was one of her children who turned on the hot water.
Yep. Those boiling babies of mine.
This fucking scumbag blames the baby, blames her husband, blames the other children, just like cycling through all of the, it wasn't me, senor. No. So at this point in the podcast episode, the lady brings up another baby killer, a girl named Rose, who also killed her child, who was found to, I'll just let the clip do the work for me. Clip 18.
There was a 20-year-old girl. Her name was Rosa Jimenez, who was supposedly helping out by babysitting a neighbor's toddler. And wouldn't you know it, she claimed the child had swallowed something and rushed to another neighbor's house to help. And well, they called 911 at least. But when the paramedics arrived, they discovered the boy had a wad of paper towels stuck in his throat.
Accidents? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to swallow. Yeah, he took the pillow, just shoved it on his face until he couldn't breathe anymore. It was wild what he was up to.
Climbed onto the kitchen counter, took the kitchen towels, a wad of them, by the way, not just not just a piece of it, but a wad of paper towels stuck in his throat. Sure.
It was a dare. Yeah, so another kid told him he couldn't do it.
She brings up this example to explain why the investigators did not believe the original Carmen Jimenez lady, because they had previously already had to deal with Rose murdering her baby with paper towels in his throat. So they were like, okay, typical, just another mom that snapped. Yep. Again, Gemini men. There was a doctor, Dr. Peacock, her name is, who testified in court that this was not an accident like either one. Clip 19.
Dr. Peacock not only believed this death was a homicide. In her view, the child had been held down in that water, and then she let him suffer for hours until she decided to get medical attention.
Jesus Christ, that's way worse than we thought.
Yes.
Oh.
So the medical experts, the whatever they call it, the medical examiner, I guess they're called officially. She's like, this baby was held down. Like, this is not an accident. Like, I have autopsied 2,000 babies, and this baby, this doesn't just happen, okay, to a 10-month-old.
What a fun job. I've autopsied 2,000 babies.
I know.
Have fun with that.
So they put these two women in the same jail cell. So Carmen is going to prison. Rosa Rose, whatever. She's already been in prison. They stick her together in the same jail cell. They bond over killing their children, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
You know, they're both Hispanic. They talk in Spanish about strangling babies. Now, Carl, we finally get to the important part of this true crime podcast. No true crime podcast is fulfilled unless there is, of course, a love interest, right? So, clip, I'm going to skip one. Clip 21, the love interest, Art. Art's the bailiff.
Okay.
For most of his life, 55-year-old Art Guerrero, that's Guerrero,
Thank you, that matters
wore some
a lot.
kind of uniform. First as a member of the U.S. Air Force, then as a deputy in the Travis County Sheriff's Office. After that, airport police. But the one he wore as a bailiff in the Travis County Courthouse, this uniform would be his last.
This guy sounds fucking hot.
Dreamy.
Oh my gosh, any lady'd be lucky to get with this bailiff.
Ooh, a man in a uniform? I have to fan myself. I'm blushing.
What a lame way to say that. Yeah. he had a bunch of jobs before this. We get it, lady. We all have lots of jobs.
He was on the other side of the law, but when he saw Carmen, he realized. She actually says this, by the way. He was on the other side of the law. So, clip 22, he meets Carmen Jimenez.
Art figured he'd pretty much seen it all. DWIs, robberies, murder cases. Then in September of 2005, he witnessed a crime, or what should have been a crime. A shocking display he couldn't believe. The trial of Carmen Mejia.
So he meets her. He's the bailiff in court. And
Here's the thing I hate, Gaia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've heard a lot of these true crime shows where they try to get inside the minds of people. He thought he'd seen it all. He didn't think there was anything new that would ever happen. It's like, you don't know that. I doubt the guy was thinking like, nothing new will ever happen. Nothing. I've experienced everything there is to experience in this life. Like, why would you say that? It's stupid.
This is a disordered creepo loser who was in court, saw a chick that he liked and had a crush, and then he just like fucking obsessed over her. That's it. He couldn't stand by the injustice. He's not fucking Batman. You fucking retard. What the fuck are you talking about? So she's describing the court case now, and listen to this little tidbit. She's like, she has this snarky tone in her voice as she's talking about the experts that testified against this lady in court. Clip 23.
The prosecution had one expert who apparently invented some foolproof method of burn analysis. And that expert said, with 100% certainty, the pattern of this child's injuries was caused by an adult forcing a child in bathwater, not some 4-year-old girl. There were other experts along those lines. Then they had the medical examiner, Dr. Peacock, who determined the death was a homicide.
Okay.
Expert after expert after expert saying, yes, this is... look at the baby. This was intentional. And the podcaster, the lady is like, some supposed way to determine burns, I guess, and like use it as evidence in court. It's not even astrology. It's not even forensic astrology. Where's my court-appointed forensic astrologer attorney?
Yeah, I mean, was it a new moon? We don't even know. They're not even giving us these facts.
Some expert apparently came up with a way, she says. Then they say they put Carmen on the witness stand, which was a poor decision, apparently. The clip 24.
Her attorneys also made the questionable decision of thrusting poor Carmen up into the witness stand, where she had to defend herself. And this put Carmen at a profound disadvantage. Mm-hmm. She spoke in Spanish, in a voice so quiet and fearful you could barely hear her.
Ay, ay, ay.
Art was born and raised in Austin, Texas, but he was of Mexican heritage and spoke Spanish. So he felt the impact of her words. But others in the courtroom, including members of the jury, they didn't speak Spanish. And her words, when repeated in a flat tone by a court-appointed translator, the honesty, the emotion, it got lost.
So
I did not do it, she says. Sob, sob, sob. Weep, weep, weep.
No, the baby crawled into the bathtub himself. Okay, number one. They put her at a disadvantage or whatever they did her a disservice, they say.
Yeah.
Making the killer explain herself.
Right.
Is not unfair. I think that's very fair. Like, what happens? I think we get to ask that. Number two, as an immigrant, I get to say this. Learn English! Learn English!
It is important to learn English in this country.
It is not our fault that you don't speak the fucking language in America. Oh, she only spoke Spanish. Okay, then get the fuck out.
I'm glad you're able to say that.
Yes.
You know, when I say it, it sounds like I'm bigoted and I'm a problem. I only know one language. I'm like every other American. I know one language, and I bitch about people who don't speak English. Like, Kaya knows like 8 languages. Is better at English than I am.
I apologize. I get a little passionate sometimes.
I appreciate
so,
it.
Clip 25, Art had to do something.
And when she was sentenced to life in prison, Art knew he had to do something. Say something to someone.
But who?
But who? A judge? And what would he say? That Carmen Mieja had lousy lawyers? That the jury was wrong?
Hey, bailiff, keep your opinions to yourself about the attorneys in this case, all right?
Yeah, can you stay out of it?
Yeah.
I think the hot Mexican girl is actually innocent. Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, I'm sure. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we just give you the keys to her jail cell? Like, can you just get your frustrations out and not like meddle with the rule of law, please?
Listen,
Art,
I also
Artie.
think Casey Anthony is pretty fucking hot. And she doesn't have kids anymore. Like, like these are bonuses for sure, but it doesn't mean she's innocent.
Right. Like, yeah, I mean, sure, you could, bang her, but
I did it.
Yeah, she still has to stay in a jail cell, though. Sorry. Like, she can have a night pass, I guess. So this was in 2005 or whatever they said. They didn't have AI yet, Carl. So Art had to use Google. Clip 26.
But where to begin? He'd always been on the other side of this. How do you unconvict someone?
Huh?
So he did a little search. Something along the lines of how to get someone out of prison.
Unconvict? You mean prove their innocence?
Appeal.
Yeah. How do you unconvict someone? Well, you can't. They've been convicted.
Well, and of course, she played the rest of it.
Okay.
And lo and behold, he found the contact information for a nonprofit in New York City called the Innocence Project.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking them. So for those who don't know, the Innocence Project is a non-governmental organization that is basically staffed by psychopaths who get obviously guilty maniacs off of death row and free them so they can kill again. That is their sole fucking mission.
White people mostly, right?
White women who free mostly black men who have previously strangled, raped, murdered children off of death row. All they do is so in the 80s, if some guy gets caught strangling some girl to death after raping her, they wait until all of the witnesses die of old age and all of the DNA evidence has expired. Like it's no longer testable because whatever the diaper they used to test for sperm has expired now. They go, well, there's no one left to testify against this poor, black, innocent, homeless man. So isn't it kind of racist to still be wanting to execute him? He's been on death row for 25 years, So they free the guy, and then the guy next day, literally, he goes on and murders one of them. Just murder someone for fucking fun.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah. But they feel good about themselves, though, right? That's the important thing?
Yeah.
They feel they were virtuous and they did the right thing?
They do. They get to pat themselves on the back for being, hecking good people arenos. So he finds the Innocence Project, and what do you know? The fucking Innocence Project not only frees her.
No.
They free her. They bring in their own witnesses to say, oh, yeah, this was totally an accident, and also she's Mexican. Like, leave her alone. She doesn't even speak English. How could she be guilty? She doesn't speak English.
Right.
They fucking free her, which, in my opinion, even if it was unintentional, the boiling of the baby, the fact that she took her 4 fucking hours to seek help, that alone, she should be in prison, but they free her. Not only that, she gets an apology.
What?
Clip 27. Yes.
28.
In late April of 2026, Art received a special
Did I delete the wrong one? I deleted 27 before I played it?
Did you? Or did I
might. Hold on. I have it. I have it right here.
Okay.
That's my bad if I did that. It's almost like I'm a dumb idiot. All right, here we go.
And lo and behold, he found the contact information for a nonprofit in New York City 26. Called the Innocence Project.
That is 27. So
did I fuck
that
it
is
up?
the one that I played. All right, so here's 28. This might be the one. If not, we'll figure it out.
In late April of 2026, Art received a special congressional honor in the U.S. House of Representatives for his role in Carmen Mejia's exoneration.
What?
Art, now in his 70s and wearing a bright yellow...
I'll pause there. What's that?
So, I apologize. I must have fucked up the clips.
Okay.
Clip 27 was, she received an apology from the mayor of the city and the district attorney at the time or something, like the prosecutor. They basically disavowed the previous prosecutor.
Unbelievable.
From 20 years ago. They said, oh, we're so sorry that you got racismed. We're so sorry that anybody was mad at you for boiling a fucking baby. Mm-hmm. What you just played is Art received a congressional award, whatever they said, for basically contacting the psychopaths at the Innocence Project. And they didn't stop there. The Innocence Project decided, you know what? One murderer isn't good enough this week. Let's free the other one too. Clip 29, last clip.
Oh, Jesus.
The Innocence Project also got involved in Rosa's case. And a reinvestigation in her case revealed the choking death of the child in her care back in 2003 was an accident. And Rosa was also exonerated.
Jesus Christ.
He just swallowed the pack of dude wipes. Yeah, it was just an accident. I turned around and I turned back and it was just like he was like a paper towel dispenser. I don't know what happened. It was
All
like
right.
gurgling paper towels.
I have a question about this.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this specifically marketed as a sleep podcast? Why is it a bedtime podcast? Like, all of this enrages me. Everything that she just told me pisses me off. This is not a good thing to wind down at the end of the night with.
May I now read you some comments, some choice comments?
Please.
Am I still sharing my screen? Hold on. Let me share my screen.
Oh,
with
yeah,
you
I can
too.
do that for you. Yeah, no problem.
Change. I can only stop. Hold on.
$1 million. Look at these fucking idiots.
I know.
Donating money to this woman who fucking murdered 3 children. Unbelievable.
Okay. These are Spotify comments on this episode, okay? Megan says, hallelujah! I've been listening to the last 18-minute teaser episode every night. So she releases teasers of these episodes. Like a week or two in advance, I guess. And this girl is like, hallelujah. I've been listening to the teaser.
Yes, the teaser.
Just when I needed this most, says Megan. Ampo, this is my 4th time starting this episode. Still haven't heard the end. Heart emoji. Some might take that as an insult, but I feel like Nancy will understand. Thank you. Anna, yay, yay, yay. Can't wait to listen over and over. Absolutely incredible, Nancy. Jessica, I'd love to see how many hours I've played this episode, LOL.
Wow. Hold on a second. This doesn't have replayability. What the fuck are these people talking about? Why are they listening to it multiple times?
They put it on to fall asleep.
So like, I wonder what happened to that lady. I'll never know. I keep
Karen Harris, who, I mean, I don't want to be mean, but okay, school teacher, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Karen Harris, this was a great episode. Heartwarming.
Heartwarming?
Heartwarming.
What's heartwarming about boiling a baby?
Torturing it for like 8 hours until it finally fucking mercifully died. I loved this. Heart emoji, heart emoji. I absolutely love these episodes, says Luminous Lumi. Nadia, I am playing this episode for the 6th time tonight.
Okay. Kaya,
yes.
You know me. I'm not into like the deep state, investigating people. I don't want people on like FBI watch lists and shit like that. I don't know what's going on in discords and things with undercover agents, radicalizing people. These people all need to be institutionalized immediately, right?
CPS. Immediately.
CPS.
Right now.
Yes. Let's go.
Right now. Someone like they're using their full names and faces. They're not even hiding it. They're not even hiding behind troll accounts like I have to when I have like a spicy opinion about Mexicans. No, they're using their full fucking names and faces. Karen Harris says this was a great episode.
Can I ask you a
boiled baby?
Can I ask you a question, Kaya?
Yes.
Did you feel this way about Mexicans before you moved to the States?
No, I didn't even know about Mexicans.
That's what I thought.
I don't have anything against them. I watch a lot of 90 Day, but I have noticed that out of all of the races in America, Mexicans, like Hispanics, are the one demographic who just refuse to learn English.
Yes.
I don't know why. Like Nigerians learn English, Ukrainians learn English. Hispanics, for some reason, they just refuse.
We cater to them.
A single word.
We literally cater to them.
Yeah. You go to Home Depot and everything is like in half Spanish.
Yes.
That was weird to me as a immigrant, first time coming here. That was weird to me. Like you can't even, like, you don't know the word for, I don't know, drill, shovel.
In Canada, everything has to be in obviously English and French. It's just the law there because of Quebec. I mean, we're almost there in the United States, especially California and places in the Southwest, where just everything's in Spanish and English. I went to a Mexican restaurant. Listen to this. I went to a Mexican restaurant. Menu, Spanish words. Can you believe that?
Look, I sometimes
I'll have one of these enchiladas. I don't know what this is. Lady, help me out here.
Can I have a fajita? That sounds yummy. Steak? Sure. Look, people sometimes ask me, my listeners, they're like, isn't it a little hypocritical, Kaya, because you're an immigrant and you're against immigration? Curious. You support ICE? And it's like, well, I speak English. I've always abided by the law wherever I've lived. Okay. Whatever. Turkey, Germany, America. I've always tried to my best to learn the language. Mm-hmm. It annoys me when I see clips of ICE agents arresting people and everybody's like, how dare they arrest this poor mother who was told to fucking leave 20 years ago.
Yes. It's been evading
She's being
the
arrested
law
in front of her children.
Right.
And you're watching it and it's like she doesn't speak a single word of English. It's like, it's always, Dios mío, por favor, Dios mío, arriba, arriba. It's like, you can't even say the words, I'm sorry, officer.
There's a woman
yes,
who...
ma'am. No, sir.
A woman who used to work for me from Eastern Europe who had the exact same take. She's like, I got my citizenship the right way. You have to jump through a lot of hoops. It's a huge fucking pain in the ass. I hate these idiots who just fucking come over here and expect then everyone would just be like, oh, well, you're here. All right, go ahead. You got this. It's a lot of work becoming a citizen.
It is a lot of work. It is extremely obnoxious. It is expensive. I don't like having to pay an attorney, but here I am. Okay, I want to live. It is a privilege to live in America. I love America. I want to stay here. I like Americans. I enjoy it. Just hopping the board. If you live here 20 years, just learn a couple of words of English. At that point, it's like spiteful, right? Like you would think over the course of 13, 20 years, you would like just by osmosis.
It's impossible just not to learn the language. Yes.
Like going to Walmart, you would learn the word for pants and t-shirts or whatever.
The worst is
speak a single word.
The worst is the kids go to school, they learn English, they come home, and it's just all Spanish all the time. It's like, well, how about these kids who are trying to like get along in society and, help them learn the language? Like, no, they actually repel it for some reason.
Yeah. Well, even if those kids learn English, the mom drowns them in a fucking boiling
That is true. That is what happens. You're making some fans over here. Peanut Butter says, I'm starting to like Kaya a lot. Kaya's one of the good ones.
I am a very angry person, so thank you, Peanuts, for not judging my psychotic brain. It just makes me so angry. I've been just getting deranged on this, and this, like, I know we're not even talking about true crime anymore, but I'm listening to this thinking, I don't want to hate women. I don't want to hate Mexicans.
Right.
But it's so hard.
And it's fun too, also. Luminous, I absolutely love these episodes. So perfect for sleeping. You're broken, Luminous.
You are. You need to be investigated. This was amazing. Thank you.
Wow. It's crazy. It's crazy how much engagement this gets too. Like, I was showing you the true crime. You picked both these shows out. The one that I checked out, True Crime Sleep Stories, I don't think she gets any engagement. I don't think anyone's listening to this stuff. But this is actually popular, it looks like.
True crime is in general, yeah.
Well, true crime is, but I mean, this specific podcast, this Dead Sleep, that's a lot of engagement on Spotify.
I think we need another Peapod experiment. You and I need to use Claude to just like piss out some script that one of our wives can read, or we should just pass it to an AI. Just give it to Grok and have one of Elon's goon bots read it.
Yeah.
And put it up. Let's make up shit. Let's hey
I'm
Claude,
100% on board. Let's target. Oh yeah, let's figure out our target audience for this. So obviously it's women.
Yeah.
More specifically,
the
white
same.
women.
We have to do
Yeah.
it covertly, so it can't be. Our names cannot be attached to it. Let's do it secretly. We can call her like Anna Nikita or something. Brought to you by Anna Nikita. Sleep death or some shit.
Sleep death. That's not
And
bad.
we'll make shit
That's
up,
not bad.
and we'll see how long we can go. How many weeks can we go without a singular comment pointing out that the story that they just listened to is made up and doesn't exist on Wikipedia? Hey, I googled this. There was never this person. Never existed. How long?
How about Crib Death? Can that be the name? That might be a metal band, but can that be the name of our show? Where it's just talking about horrific things that happen to newborns.
I like that.
I thought you would.
And it can all be stories about how baby, it just flipped on his belly and just choked to death and fell asleep. And meanwhile, it's like the mom strangling the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I don't know if we can get AI to do this, but you know how to talk to AI. I don't.
I do, yeah.
Dave Dudor's cold water. Don't they have freezers in Honduras?
Yeah, put the
You
baby
would
in the
think.
freezer.
You would think so, yeah. I think there'd be other ways to cool a baby down. All right. Kai, do you feel, was that a little bit cathartic for you? You feeling better?
No, I'm worked up. This is worse, actually.
Yeah, me too.
I'm angrier now than when I started, but it's okay. I'm glad that we got to talk a little bit about true crime. I think that I'm glad that true crime is getting some national attention now. People going, well, should we allow women to listen to this?
Should we allow? Yeah. Should this be legal? Like we legalize marijuana. Most people are on board with that, but should we maybe criminalize this true crime stuff? It's not doing anything for society.
Men watching porn, Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, that's pretty bad. But women, you guys are also kind of, it's like you're like masturbating to this.
We banned Alex Jones, but this is allowed, and you're allowed to fall asleep to this? I'm confused. Why is that okay? I have to get dinner with my mom later today, and I am just going to I'm going to go off on her. You fucking bitch. It's people like you. She's a white woman. It's people like you, Mom. The fucking problem with our society. I was talking to Kaya today, and he agrees.
Drunk and surly, too. Got like really angry, wine drunk. Be that uncle.
That should be fun. All right. Well, this was a great time. Kaya, thanks for reaching out.
Yes.
Thanks for doing this show with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. That was fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's do it again sometime. Always enjoy chatting with you, my friend. And congrats on the baby.
Thank you.
That's awesome. You guys going to have more kids? You seem to be a very proud and happy dad.
Hopefully, yes.
Excellent.
Engaging in activities that would allow us to have more babies, for sure.
He's talking about fucking everyone.
I was trying to be classy.
I know. I never try to be classy. That's the problem. I should probably have some kind of sign off or something. Are we done here?
We are. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have anything else left. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
A plane has hit I Rewatch iCarly.
Boom. His mom.
Boom.
Boom.
Okay, folks.
Guess what?
This
The episode's over.
Oh, Kaya.fm.
Yes.
Kaya.fm
Kaya.fm.
on YouTube, the official podcast on YouTube.
Yes. And anywhere that streams happen, I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, Kaya.fm, or vodka.coffee or coffee.vodka. Both work.
It's ridiculous.